Rukia shows off her brand new Sode no Shirayuki in my review of Bleach, chapter 567. Rukia, you are as cold as ice, willing to sacrifice our love for this badass chapter of Bleach. A very brief chapter, but it featured my most favorite female character from the series, so I'm willing to give it a free pass this week. This week was cool because we got to see the brand new form of her sword, and we got to see her brand new abilities as she went up against the very fearful and disturbing Asnot, a character who took down Rukia's brother, and it's time for a little revenge on Rukia's part. Even though this week's chapter was brief, it still had a lot of really cool artwork and panels, and a little bit more explanation as to really what the hell is going on. So, Asnot is firing his weird, fear missiles all over the place. Rukia is dodging them left and right, and then eventually we learn why she's not succumbing to the fear of his abilities, and apparently that's because she's literally freezing herself to the point where she's essentially killing herself for a small amount of time. Essentially, she's lowering her temperature well below zero, and she's also incorporating this into her attacks. In fact, when she's actually attacking Asnot for the very first time, she actually takes a chunk out of his shoulder, which immediately freezes on impact. So it just looks really dangerous and awesome. And this is the point where Asnot starts to freak out a little bit. He starts to back up, and he starts to not monologue as much. And that's really where, unfortunately, the only complaint I have for this chapter is that Asnot pretty much does that for about 50% of this chapter. He's just trying to scare Rukia and freak her out and try to get her to trip up. But it's not going to work this chapter because Rukia just dominates in this battle, and there's this one panel towards the end where she, I'm assuming, is going to be taking him out, where she just instantly freezes him, and she even states that she's going to temperatures negative 253, which is just crazy. So I can't wait to see if he's actually going to be able to survive this technique, or if he's just going to shatter like the little bitch that he is. All I know is it's really exciting to get to see her fight, because Rukia is one of the more underplayed characters when it comes to battles in the series. I think other than this, her biggest moment was probably during the Arankar arc. But still, this is a great addition to her. It was just a really great manga chapter, but I just wish a little bit more would have happened. I wish there was a little more development. And even though her attack wasn't maybe as flashy as the stuff that we saw from Renji, it suits her character very, very well. So I'm going to give this episode an 8 out of 10. Was not perfect, like I said. I'm knocking it down 2 points this week because I thought the pacing was a little off. But if you're a Rukia fan, definitely check this one out. It was really damn exciting. So if you guys had a chance to check out this week's chapter of Bleach, it's time to let me know what you thought about it with your comments below. Did you love seeing the brand new form of Rukia's abilities? And what do you want to see from the future of the series? Do you think Asnot has actually been defeated? Remember guys, before you leave, make sure to hit the like button. It is one of the easiest ways to support our videos. And you can subscribe to the channel if you have not already. So, I'll see you next time guys. Super Kami Guru 9000, out.